Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is, of course, Cameron. Everton and Hummel have revealed our new third kit for the 2023-2024 season. It was revealed this morning at around about 8 p.m. and as you can see it there on the screen, a grey sort of white pinstriped shirt, the alternative badge on there as it was on last season's third kit, in blue as it was in last season's third kit as well. As you can see, the collar on it there as well, blue and white collar, the blue detail in the kit, obviously with the white outline. I believe this is a remake of one of the kits in the early 90s, similar to the away kit, of course, which is a remake to an early 90s kit as well. You can see the captain, Seamus Coleman, modelling it there. First impressions when I seen it this morning. Firstly, I was surprised because I didn't expect it to come out today. Secondly, I quite like it. It's simple. It's not very sort of in your face as some of Hummel's previous kits have been. It's obviously a throwback and a nod to a kit of the past, which is always nice. A modern sort of version, a modern take on a classic kit, in my opinion. Anyway, certainly the original is a really, really, really nice shirt. And it's one that I think will go down well with a lot of Evertonians. Like I said, the thin sort of pinstriped design on the front there, as you can tell, half of it being sort of a white with a grey pinstripe, whereas the other half being sort of a grey with a darker grey pinstripe. I think it goes really well. I think it's smart. I think it's, I think, as I said, it's quite simplistic, but it's not boring. So it's not massively in your face, but it's not sort of plain boring where you look at it and go, oh, that's a bit underwhelming. This kit has been heavily rumoured, by the way, for a number of months. There have been a lot of leaks of people's sort of designs and fan concepts and things like that have been very, very, very close to this kit. So we've sort of had an idea for the last couple of months what this could look like. And obviously, it's been revealed today, and again, much like a lot of those concept kits, it's the thin pinstripes, it's the grey and white and the blue. I love a grey Everton kit. I'll be honest, I loved the grey Everton kit in David Moyes' seasons. I remember Stephen Pienaar wearing it. I remember Royston Drenthe wearing it. I remember Leighton Baines wearing it. As I said, this is obviously a homage to the kits of the 90s, one of the kits of the early 90s, which I also really, really liked. I think the collar is a really, really smart design. Obviously, the thick white stripe in the middle with the blue stripes either side. I think the chevrons look good on the sleeve as well. We can see João Virginia modelling the new third goalkeeper kit as well. Again, I haven't read up on what the design is on the front of the shirt, but it looks like an aerial bird's eye view of Goodison Park, and I'm pretty confident that that's what it is. Similar, of course, to the away goalkeeper kit, which obviously had the St. Luke's Church design on it as well. So it's lovely that Hummel and Everton are paying homage to some really, really important, buildings and some really, really important structures of Everton Football Club's history in, obviously, the final years coming up to Everton moving out of Goodison Park and moving in to the new stadium. This kit is obviously predominantly purple. Again, I really, really like purple Everton kits, have done over the years. There's been a couple that I can remember fondly, obviously with the white detail there as well. As you can see, João Virginia modelling it. Abdoulaye Doucouré modelling the new third kit as well. You can see it a little bit more squared on in this image. You can see the sort of two-tone either side of the middle of the shirt there. As I said, white and grey, and then grey and grey with the, obviously, with the sleeves being alternate, which I think is a really nice touch. And then Gabs George modelling it there as well. We can take a little bit of a closer look at some of the finer details on the kit. As you can see, the back of it has got the classic EFC logo on the back. Now, when the idea of Everton using an alternate logo first sort of popped up, and when it first sort of was brought to to the forefront that Everton could use a different logo on one of their kits, and Everton may sort of mess around with how it looks, I really, really wanted this logo to be used because I think it's smart. I think it's simple, but I think it's telling, and it's obviously, an Everton badge that was used in previous years, and I just think it's really sort of smart and really sort of it's punchy as well. It's not so much like okay, that's an Everton kit, but that's a little bit different. It's very punchy. It's very in your face. You know what it is, but it's also smart, modern, and simple at the same time. So I really, really like this. I really, really like the touch on the back of the kit, as I mentioned. A little bit of a closer look on the shirt in itself as a bit more of a front-on view there. And then obviously the shorts as well, and the badge on the shorts stitched in. Quality looks good. Again, I don't really talk about the quality in these videos of the kits because it's very, very difficult to judge the quality of a kit based upon a picture you're looking at. I won't know whether or not the kit is good quality until I've got my hands on it and I've washed it a couple of times and I see whether or not it stays the same as it was when I bought it. But the quality looks good, the stitching looks good. As I said, the chevrons down the shorts there. I really, really, really like this primary grey colour. I think it's really, really smart. I think it suits really well. As I said, I'm a massive, massive fan of grey Everton kits in the past anyway, but I really, really like that sort of primary grey colour. I think it's really smart. As you can see, the goalkeeper kit there as well. We've just seen that image. You can see it in a little bit more detail, closer detail. That definitely is a bird's eye view of Goodison Park. I don't even know why I questioned myself. Again, smart, obviously, to look at it front on without knowing what the image is or what the sort of pattern is on the front, you'd probably go, well, that's a bit mad. What's that? I'm a bit unfamiliar with that. But once you realise it's, a bird's eye view of Goodison Park, and it's obviously a homage to the stadium, it makes a lot more sense. As I said, I think the primary colour in this one is really, really smart as well. And I'm a big, big fan of the chevrons on the arm as well, which I think is really, really smart. You can see the full kit here in a little bit more detail. As you can tell from the front and back image, you can see the two-tone colour in a little bit more detail there as well. We'll have a little look at the shorts. Again, really, really, really like these shorts. This, for me, is important to have the shorts, for the shorts to look sort of individually good, because I don't necessarily want to go out and buy a full Everton kit, any kit, whether it be home, away, third. I don't even necessarily want to go out and buy the tops because it's just not me. I just don't really wear football tops. I don't really wear tops to the match. No problem if you do. Absolutely no issue whatsoever. I just don't myself. However, I love shorts because shorts come in handy whenever, wherever you are. Whether it's the summer, you can wear shorts. If it's the winter and you're hanging around the house and the heating's on, you can wear shorts. If you're playing football, you can wear shorts, etc, etc, etc. And I really, really like when Everton bring out a pair of shorts, whether it be training shorts or whether it be shorts for the kit, that are really smart and ultimately good enough for you to be able to go out and wear sort of, if you're playing football or whatever, and they don't necessarily look like, oh, he's wearing the shorts to Everton's home kit or he's wearing the shorts to Everton's away kit. And this, for me, is a fine example of that. I really, really like these. As I said, I'm a massive, massive fan of the grey being a primary colour. I think it's really, really smart, and I think the blue and the white complement it massively. You can see the socks there as well. If anybody is wanting to purchase the socks, they've obviously got the little tower on the back of them as well. You can't see it on that image, but again, primary colour being grey, and obviously the blue detail, a little bit of a closer detail into the sort of sleeve arm area there with the chevrons on and the pinstripes. You can see the two-tone pinstripes in a lot closer detail there, the grey with the white, and then obviously the grey with the darker grey in there as well. There is the back of the socks, the image of the back of the socks with the tower on, in case anybody was wondering and wanting to wanting to purchase the socks as well. And as I said, we've just had a bit of a closer look at that image. Anyway, you can tell fully there with the EFC logo at the back of the top, obviously, and then the front of the top there. I really, really like the collar as well. I think it's smart. It was obviously on the away kit. Obviously a different colourway, but it was on the away kit as well. A collar that people have rumoured for a while to have been involved with Everton Football Club. There was a lot of rumours to state that the home kit would have this same collar. Obviously, that isn't the case. The home kit has got its own sort of collar, which I equally like as much. But I really, really like this collar. I think it's really smart. I think it goes well with the kit. I think it complements the kit really well as well. And then, as you can see, the goalkeeper kit in a little bit more detail as well. Not the EFC on the back, which is a little bit disappointing. I would have liked the EFC to be on the back of the goalkeeper kit as well. But I suppose, beggars can't be choosers. It's the tower. Looks a different colour on this image. It's probably just because this is the stock image on the website. But yeah, you can see the shorts in more detail there as well. Again, really nice purple colour, complements the white really well. And then the socks, of course, if anybody is interested in purchasing them. So there you go. That is Everton's new third kit for the 2023-2024 season. Let us know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. We'll leave the top up for just another couple of minutes before we finish. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me push that back up. So yeah, there you go. That is the Everton's new third kit for the 2023-2024 season. Not sure why it has taken this long to come out. Not sure why it's taken this long to be released, but it has. And ultimately, it's out there now, and I'm sure everybody will either love it or will hate it or will be completely indifferent to it one way or another. I really like it. I say this every time we bring a kit out. Will I be rushing out to the shop this afternoon to pick it up? No, I won't, but I will definitely be happy when Everton players are walking out in it, because I think it's really smart. As to when it will be worn, well, I don't know whether it will be worn tonight against Doncaster. The sensible thing to do for me would be to wear it tonight against Doncaster, because it's just been released and it'd be a good time for us to see it in the flesh for the first time. And then obviously that would boost sales, and that would be marketing-wise the right thing to do. But we know that Everton don't always do what's the right thing to do. But I don't know whether we see it tonight, whether we see it on Saturday. We will obviously have to wait and see. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on the kit. We're going to dive into the live comments now. I'm going to remove the kit because I can't jump into the live comments whilst the kit is on the screen. Let me just put myself back in the centre of the shot there. Morning camp, boss shirt. That mate says EFC Lukey. Remember to smash the like button, says Eugene. Is right, my mate. Thank you very much. Eugene says it looks a lot like the 2017-18 season kit. Yeah, we had a great kit in that season as well, I believe. Again, I really, really like that one. Steve says quite like it. Wayne says, is anyone else coming in? I hope so, mate. Gerk likes it. Celta Vape says, preferred if the normal crest was there, but apart from that, it's nice. Fair enough. And Blue Cali said, if it had the 80s badge or current badge, it would be classed the solid tower looks sharp. That's fair enough. Again, I don't mind the solid tower. I'm not sitting here saying I love it and I'm overly excited about it, but I don't mind it. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. But if it did have that EFC sort of badge that is on the back of it, on the front of it, then it would be absolutely. It would be phenomenal for me, but it's nice. I like it. It's a good kit. Great pinstripe. As I said, it's been rumoured for a while, so we've sort of had an inkling that it would be this. But now it's released finally. We can enjoy it. And if you want to go out and buy it, you can do that. But there you go. That is it for this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. We will be back later with the instant match reaction and the player ratings to today's Carabao Cup fixture against Doncaster. So don't forget to look out for them. Check out the preview if you haven't already. Big thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later.